Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry that this took forever to come out. I've been getting a bit busy, but I promise you I got a doozy for you today, and it is none other than the Okaroon Showcase. Brought to you by this man Shinobu. He came through and was like, man, I got you. But before we get into all that, let me do a very quick breakdown of exactly what Okaroon is doing, just in case if some of you guys don't know. So Okaroon is going to be a straight nuke slash just damage hyper carry. He is all about buffing up your team's attack and physical damage as much as possible. And if we were going to be really specific, he is going to be extremely good in any piece of content where there are multiple waves that you have to fight in. Think of stuff like the mines for an example, or some of the extreme crest palaces where there's 4 or 5 different waves. The reason for that is because of his jumpstart passive. Every time you enter into a new battle, aka a new wave, you get 200 art gauge, which synergizes perfectly with that true art. With all the additional buffs he gives himself, plus the debuff that he applies, his damage skyrockets very quickly. Also, did I mention he has the ratio passive? In terms of his slots are actually really good, and if you just want to know some good stuff to go on him, his true weapon is incredible because it buffs up all of his stats, and if you can rock out with the 4-star physical Blaze Coil, this is from the mines, this is definitely going to be the best for him. But the first fight we took Okaroon against was against himself in the Specialty X Hyper from the event. As you see, the team that we're rocking out with here is War God Finn, Hoka, Okaroon, and of course Ultimate Paladin Roy. Now, one thing I didn't mention about Okaroon earlier is he has this very unique passive that for the first 120 seconds of a quest, he gives everyone on the team 30% DR, whether he's the leader or not. He does not care. So this passive will synergize with a passive like War God Finn that gives 30% DR for 45 seconds when he is set as the leader. So right now on this team, even though we don't have someone like Shiro or Beta, we have a passive 60% DR for the first 45 seconds of this quest. And on top of it all, since we are running Holy Knight Roy, we do have Stark's outfit to give us even more DR. And you'll see in this fight, we don't take damage. Like, we are taking ones, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually insane how good this synergy is with War God Finn and Okaroon. If War God Finn's DR buff lasted for a bit longer, this could be pretty, I would say.
This character sounds really good. Sucks that I don't have him. I tried. I made multiple videos, and I'm gonna make another one going for the new banner when I haven't even gotten anyone from the old banner. This game is so much fun when it comes to like collabs and stuff like that. This is insane. This truly is. This is just the craziest thing to me personally. But let's keep going.
Game changing, meta changing, definitely will be meta breaking in the minds, let me say. Just because this is kind of like the setup you've run the War God Finn, Okaroon, or what now you would run Okaroon, like 2 Summer Miyus, stuff like that. So this is going to be very impactful in the minds. But as you see there, we just cleared this no problem whatsoever. And if you look at the detail screen, you can see Okaroon hitting for 15 million effortlessly. And if we actually look at the damage taken, because I was curious about this, we didn't even get over 2,000 damage taken. You would think we were running Shiro Emiya. But of course, this wasn't enough. We had to run Okaroon through the gauntlet,
Which, by the way, I love Shiro Emiya. I love using him. He's probably the most used character I have because his defensive ability is just perfect. Just perfect. I think if I would play more of less on the auto, I think we'll be doing a lot better clearing like events and stuff. But because a lot of times you have to grind and consistently retry, that's why if like they can't do it on their own, I'm just like, yeah, we're done. This just isn't for us. We have to try another way. Because how I'm looking at it is like it's an event. You have to consistently be able to play that event and win at that event. If you don't win at said event, then what are we doing? That's my thing. If you're losing at the event, I can't like have you grind. I can't have you auto run that event while I like go to sleep or something like that because you're going to lose. And because you're going to lose, then I'm not getting anything out of it. That's how I see it. That's just how I see it. I could be wrong. I'll be looking at it wrong maybe, but that's how I see it. That's why I have it mainly on auto, and you would practically almost darn near never see me what's name unless it's an event that I have to wholeheartedly put pick up the phone to do, which that's fine with me if there is. I think those little events where you have to like jump over things and stuff like that before you start the battle. Yeah, those events. I was confused about those for the first time when I first did them. I was so confused on what needed to be done. Fun times.
Means Ultimate Paladin Roy is next. And in this, I got y'all, bro. A lot of you guys were asking for it. Saitama with Okaru. Everybody was like, dude, how good is Saitama with Okaru? Because Saitama loves getting more and more attack, and Okaru just gives so much to him. And well, you'll see in this, once Okaru actually gets fully stacked up and going, his damage is insane. And I'm not even using Saitama's super art in most cases. I'm just using his true art to deal tons and tons of deeps. And even right out the gate, it becomes increasingly hard for Ultimate Paladin Roy to even keep up. Unfortunately, though, about like the midway point of this, we actually did get frozen. And as soon as everybody came out of that freeze, we got the break on Ultimate Paladin Roy. We actually got off Saitama's super art. So we wanted to see how much damage that hit for. As you see, it pretty much capped out on it. He did his thing. Ultimate Paladin Roy is going to go down to his threshold, use his threshold attack, and we are still A-okay. However, once we get to this threshold, you can see that we only have about 2 minutes left, but it doesn't even matter because the amount of additional damage and attack we have, we can quickly finish this battle before it completely runs out. As you see, we ended it at exactly.
So I actually like the fake collab. It probably was like to me the best collab we've had because almost everybody that came out of it was like really good, except Ilias personally, because Shiro to me is still good. I forget her name. I always forget her name. I know she took like writer's ability and Saber was all Saber great nuker. Those two are like really great nukers in two different respective ways. One is like a can like gets her art gauge up really quickly, while Saber can heal and nuke. The ultimate is the best part for what's the name, and I both their super arts are like really good. If I had to pick one over the other, I would pick Saber because she does have the art of healing, which is just a regular art. So that's my personal opinion towards that. Shiro is Shiro. What we expect, and I can't forget. I try to remember her name. She's the fire unit. I like her abilities of like when she breaks, she gives you art or it like pushes you to like where you can use your true art or your super art, depends upon what character you're using with her. But she has to be alive though, so if she dies, it doesn't count. She's really cool. We have like 5 minutes left in this video, by the way, and this event is not over with. So, yeah.
2 minutes and 85 milliseconds. And as you see with the detail screen, Okaroon out damaging Saitama, surprisingly. And Okaroon has a lower ratio passive than Saitama. I was really surprised about this one because I was like, that's kind of insane. I was expecting Okaroon to not deal as much, but even on the detail screen here, you see with the damage taken, still really good stuff here from the entire team. And we are relatively offensive focused.
Chloe, sorry, it popped up on the screen. Her name is Chloe. Yep, really good fire character. As long as you keep her alive, she's good. I don't have Saitama the hero. I don't have him. I don't have Ultimate Paladin Roy. Paladin Roy. I'm missing a lot of the key characters here, and hey, I can't be upset. I be putting my best foot forward with trying to get these characters. It's a very low chance that I get them. Now, if I was mainly playing Last Claudio, I keep bringing it up. Give me like 3 tries, I probably would have got him. Because Last Claudio would be nice about it. They would have gave me the character by now, and I would have been cool with it.
We only have Saitama the hero. Sure, he is, that damage mitigation character like Shiro and all them, but he's definitely a lot more offensive based than Shiro. And the final mission that we did before we started doing some real shenanigans was against the brand new challenge fight, the Bluebird. The Bluebird doesn't have like any crazy mechanics you really have to watch out for. You just need as much accuracy as possible or evasion rate down, which is why we brought Shadow. And if we want to, we could even use Shadow's super art to get defense ignore. We would see Ogreroon's damage get even higher than what we're about to see. We're just popping off with the true art all the time. We aren't even doing anything else. We are always popping off with the true art. Now, one thing that is kind of bad in this fight is that once we did get to low HP, we lost Ogreroon's damage mitigation because as soon as he hits near death, he doesn't have it anymore. So that does kind of suck, but of course we do have Saitama, and as long as Saitama keeps spamming that true art, we're a-okay. And even at the very end here, whenever we get him all the way down to his threshold, they do the revive, everybody's like taking a little bit of damage, doesn't even matter, man. Now, here's my question though in this, is that who do y'all think dealt
with Prime Big Deal Days coming October 7th and 8th, greatness is a deal away.
Just bust the move.
Shop deals up to 40% off this Prime Big Deal Days.
That's definitely copyright. I already know that's coming.
Approved.
Oh my gosh.
Approved. 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 More damage. Saitama or Okaru. Ladies and gentlemen, it was Okaru. And by a pretty good margin as well. Now I know, we've showed a lot of stuff where he's just stomping everything. And you may think the point is proven. Okaru is hands down the best unit from this crossover. There's no way that anybody will look at this unit and say that he is bad. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have a few more things to show you. Specifically, 2 more things that Shinobu cooked up and was like, hey, you need to check this out. This is a stage where Ogreroon has multiple waves where he can stack, and since we're having 2 of them, we're getting double the effect of the buff. And even on this last wave here, look at the amount of deeps that we are going to be dealing with both Ogreroons popping up their super art instantaneously, getting him down to no HP, and watch what happens with the damage. We're not going to take any because not only do we have Okaroon, we have War God Finn giving us additional DR, and I think if we just had War God Finn, Okaroon, and just whoever else with Viper, we probably would have still won. If you look at the detail screen, ladies and gentlemen, you just saw 40 million damage. Imagine if you made a full team of Okaroon. How stupid would it be, right? Ladies and gentlemen, a full team of Okaroon. This is the exact same Chris Palace you just saw us do. Shinobu went absolutely crazy with that. We got 4 of these people and using all of them on a singular team. And as you see here, the amount of deeps that we are getting each wave. You know what? I'm just going to calculate this real quick for all of you so you guys know. If you were using 4 Okaroons on one team, that means every single wave you are getting 400% damage and 240% attack every single wave. This isn't just like, oh, in total. No, this is every wave you are getting that much deeps. At the end of this fight, when you used all of your true uppercuts and we get to the final wave, we are going to be having 1,600% physical damage up. And you can imagine what that does to this poor Bowser Death. He doesn't even know what's coming to him because watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's popping off with their true art. They don't even got to use the super art. He's just dead. He's dead instantly.
So you're saying this man right here is not one of, but is the best damage dealer in this entire game. Hands down, that's it. Top 10. Okaroon may be top 10 in Grand Summoners. I don't have him. I want the character. You know what? To be honest with you, I'll take a Momo. Because somehow, someway, I can make it work with like lesser than characters. It may take some time for us to beat some events, but I can make it work. I done done it before with characters that shouldn't have had no business touching an event, and managing somehow, some way to get it done. Everybody say Momo trash. I say no one asked you. Oh, we finna lose this one, huh? I'm also another reason I'm doing the this mono dark team over here is because A lot of these characters need to be used a little bit more than I actually do use them because I don't use them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this event. I'm gonna have to bring in even the secondary team. All right, they lost that. Was that like a challenge? If that was a challenge, then that's fine. Cause that's what's his face? So I take it. I'm gonna say it's a challenge and chop it up as like one of those challenge things. No, it wasn't. Oh no. I'm gonna do another video. Well, I will attempt to. Yeah, I was trying to crest hunt for him. Should I do it? I mean, I always. This is like the best team I have. Sadly. All right, so we're gonna take you because we recently decided to go all out on you. All right, make sure everybody's equipped and ready to go. Can I change that? Right? Can I like change the icon of it? I forgot. Can I do that? Yeah, this is something I recently found out. I didn't know you could do at first. Very interested of how I didn't know this until now. But I'm happy that I figured it out. And I don't have anything for a kill apparently. I thought I did. I really thought when I pressed on it I had like a Lady Satsuki one on here that I could use. Yeah, I don't have one. Oh no. Wait. I kind of only went to it because I was like, oh, I could just put the Lady Satsuki one on here. I don't have a Lady Satsuki one. Oh no. I was actually playing the game around this collab. I just don't have the what's name for this. Okay. I don't even know who to pick as like the substitute. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm almost out of what's the name and running out of time, wasting a lot of time just trying to put this on. Okay, so we'll just go with the first Kill character that we think would work for this. You know what? We'll just go with you because it just looks good. All right, let's go for it. Let's also finish the video while we do it too.
Did you guys even see the damage happen? Because I sure didn't. One thing that Shinobu found out is that when you have Ogurun in the fourth slot and he uses his true art, he dodges the end nuke because he just gets stuck like underneath Thousand Death or in between his body or something like that. Who knows exactly what it is? Only thing I do know is this game is made with spaghetti code. I don't know who signed off on this unit at GSHQ, Next Ninja HQ, if you will, but oh my goodness, did they even think about the repercussions of their actions? We already saw it once with Summer Miyu back in the day. But now we have Okaroon, which is not just giving a physical damage buff, he is also giving an attack buff.
That's the only thing I don't like about Shiro is this ability. It takes so much time, and I think the best way to use it is way before you get to the boss fight. Is to have it activate like literally a level right before it, like because once he's in this mode, he's great. He's just great to have. And Vox over here, I didn't think I would really need him or like him that much because a lot of people say that you he's good to help out with like early game stuff. He really does help out a lot. So that's cool. Shiro on the other hand, oh gosh, if I had like a all fake team, this probably would have worked out a lot better because he already used his ultimate. No, he hasn't. He hasn't used his. He's not gonna do it until like this clears. Oh, because normally it's like the game waits for like certain things to happen. By the way, I found out that she's a weird character to me, Lady Satsuki, because apparently she's not just a breaker character as much as I thought she was. Apparently that actually goes to what's her face? Um Fudge. What's the other lady that came out with you? I'm trying to remember her name. Lady Satsuki. Uh, Rin. Okay. You know, I mean, the main character from Kill la Kill. She's actually a breaker character, apparently, or is she supposed to be? Which throws me off because I was like, that makes no sense. But hey, what do I know about life? I could be wrong about things. Apparently, I was. I was dead wrong. So yeah, I'll make a separate video going for the characters because I kind of need them. They would help out a lot with my teams. My dark team doesn't really need anything. I think it's more of the fire. Neither does my water team. I mean, the water team probably could use another damage dealer. I think that's the only thing I would probably add to this team is another damage dealer. Because I don't think we have like a really good breaker character on here that like I think yeah I think this is the challenge mode, so this is probably something I have to come back to. Yeah, I think this is challenge mode, right? Yeah, because it's all purple. Because the last one was all green when we fought Okarum, and going against Gigi this time. I don't know. I'm trying to see what the game is doing, like what the AI is doing before I try to make a move on if I should even step in. Because sometimes it doesn't need me to. Sometimes it does it like very well by itself, and it just doesn't need me. And I'll just make it worse. Like I would keep Shiro. Like once he uses his super art, I would probably keep him, just spamming the defense ability because there's really nothing else that he should or what's the name to do realistically. Like I would just keep him spamming the art. That's what the only thing I would change for the that the game does. And that's just coming from me because oh, he's gonna hit that right at the perfect time too. I don't think he's gonna do that much damage. Yeah, I was say it is not gonna do that much damage since he's not really. Oh no, you're not able to do it. Oh no, you're not able to do anything. Oh no, GG has him locked. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I'm over here thinking, oh, he's not doing his ability. Oh, like, oh, he can't. He can't do anything. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Oh, that was a video I wanted to watch about collabs actually. Just reminded me of that. Just reminded me.
Don't
of that.
trust your shirts to watered down detergent.
Oh, he's
Tide,
dead.
2 times the cleaning ingredients.
That's
Fox
not
News
good.
is now streaming live on the Fox One app. Try it free today.
All right, boys. In today's video, we are going to be going over what I think is going to happen in the near future for GS.
Oh,
so
okay.
if you're new to the game or for whatever reason you don't know, there's actually 2 versions of Grand Summoners. There's Grand Summoners Global and
Fun fact for people who didn't know, there was actually 3 versions of this game. The other one got shut down. For what reasons? I don't know. To be honest with you, we had a very interesting time span on. Yeah, we're not winning this fight, by the way. We lost the one damage dealing character that was actually meant to help out. So I don't know how this is gonna work. And Lady Sasuke's not gonna be able to carry on damage, and Shiro's not definitely not carrying on damage with that. Like he has good damage, but is it like enough to do what we need to be done? No, this isn't for Shiro to do. We're going to lose this. It'll be if we win, it's going to be a very, very long fight. So probably for me to like go to sleep doing this, I would have to keep Shiro on pure defense and let Rimuru just keep doing his healing, because it removes all stale. It removes all like anything that the enemy could do to affect us, like poison, to bleed, or even stun or freeze, anything like that. And it helps with art gauge also. But I don't think we're winning this, so I probably should cut it short, because unlimited blade work is cool and all that. But it does put in damage. It does. I'm not gonna pretend it doesn't, but oh, gosh, goddamn soccer ball of like dark energy and stuff like that. I didn't even complete the last event. Now I think about it, I don't think I completed the what's the name, because I was supposed to try to like find a team that would work very well, and his ultimate is out, and that means he's gonna have to like replenish it. Yeah, I might want to call it here, because it's about to reach like crazy territories of numbers. And I think eventually he's gonna stun him. Is he stunned him already? We can't. Yep, he's stunned. Hmm. How long is he gonna be stunned like that? Oh, that's not good. Oh no. Oh, Shiro's dead. Yeah, they definitely lost the fight. Yep, they lost. There's nothing you could do. They've lost. Shiro's dead. Shiro's dead. Yep. I don't know how I'm gonna complete any of these events at all, but we're gonna have to test them out and just keep playing around and see what we could find. I would love to have any one of these characters that would really help this out so much. But yeah, that was the event thus far. That's not funny. That's actually kind of sad, but yeah. Thank you all for watching, though.